Hello, my name is Manuel Leon. Welcome to my channel. I am a digital marketing strategist, and today I want to talk to you about how and why you need a Google My Business account. Now, first things first, make sure you subscribe and support me by clicking the subscribe button, clicking the notification bell in order to never miss a video, and comment in the comment box below. I love to read you guys. I always reply to comments, questions, good things, bad things, I'll take it all. But most important, make sure you share and spread the love. Share this video on your social media channels, or if you think that someone can benefit from this information, make sure you tell them to subscribe as well. I'm counting on you. Now, let's get to business. Google My Business. So what is a Google My Business account? It's that little card of information that shows up whenever someone makes a search that is related to your keywords or your products or your service, right? So this information shows the map, which is the location wherever your business is. It shows your hours of operations. It shows some photos if you add them. It tells the people what your start rating is. It also tells them about your reviews and what your website and links to your social media. And there's also a bunch more of information that you can find from a business by just looking at their Google My Business account. However, not everybody knows that this is a manual process that you have to actually set up. A lot of people believe that a Google My Business account shows up automatically. It's like, oh, I have a website, and therefore whenever someone searches for that website or whenever someone searches for my business, this little card of information is going to show up. And let me tell you, nothing can be further from the truth. Now, before we begin with the 5 things I'm going to tell you of why you need a Google My Business account, I'm going to tell you a little story. I have a client that it's great at what he does, but unfortunately he hasn't been having much luck with the marketing companies that he had worked in the past, and all of them created a different Google My Business account for his business. What happens is that because he had several accounts, none of them well established, none of them correctly set up, they were not only not helping him ranking better on SEO, on Google and Google searches, but instead they were sinking his business. So it's very important for you that if you already have a Google My Business account and don't have access to it, make sure you try to get access as soon as possible, because Google is no joke when it comes to recovering this type of accounts. In the case of my clients, he didn't have the passwords, he didn't have the emails, it was linked to a landline, so whenever the Google will send out a code, we wouldn't be able to access it, so we had to contact Google directly, but they don't have a direct contact that you can just pick up and call a customer service. So it can be a true pain in hell to be able to recover this account. So if you already have one, make sure you have the credentials and make sure you have full access. If you don't, if you're about to create one, make sure you write down that password, that email, and that you link it to a phone number and a recovery email that you will always have access to. This is imperative because it's such a demanding work to recover an account that's a topic for a second video, which I'll do later on. Now, today let's focus on the 5 reasons why you actually need to have a Google My Business account. Now, the reason number 1 is showing up in maps. You want to be able to show up in maps even if you don't accept walk-ins into your business, even if you do only by appointment, then people can know according to the map how close or how far you are from them, which translates in how convenient it is for someone to hire you or to buy your product, even if it's by appointment, because you can always leave a message there saying, hey, we don't take walk-ins, make sure you schedule an appointment or make sure you call us first before coming to visit us. But at least the map will give them an idea of where you're located so they can plan around it. And not only that, it will help you rank much better on your localized area, right? And the specific location according to the map. Now, the second reason why you totally need a Google My Business account is access to reviews, or at least easy access to reviews. One of the problems that my client was having actually was the fact that some people left not so positive reviews, and he wanted to to really give context to his other potential customers of what happened with those specific cases by replying to those reviews. So it goes both ways. It's very easy access to reviews from the standpoint of the person who's doing the search, because then I can see easily and quickly what other customers say about your business, which is going to take you, if there are good things, it's going to take you much further, much faster in the purchasing process. And now that's going to be a criteria for me, the customer, to choose you because you have great reviews. I mean, there is no doubt that social proof is one of the main and most important things in order to acquire customers online. But also the great thing is that you can access these reviews from the back end. Make sure you reply to the good reviews saying thank you or interacting with your customers. You can also reply to the not so good reviews, to more negative reviews, by explaining the context or by apologizing. So it's important that you're able to easily and quickly access this information and interact with your customers, because that shows to your other customers that you actually care about customer service, that you actually care about quality, that you actually listen to them. So it's a great way to interact specifically with your clients or with your customers. Now, reason number 3, it relates a little bit to the reviews as well. Sometimes I actually don't even read the reviews, but what I do instead is looking at the star rating. So you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars in a Google My Business account that your customers leave besides leaving a review. Sometimes I won't even go to the reviews, I'll just see the rating, and that's going to become an important criteria, because if I do a search and I see that there are 2 or 3 businesses that provide the service or the product that I need, their prices are somehow the same and they seem to have very similar characteristics, the next criteria that I'm going to choose is going to be ratings and reviews. So the 5-star rating is super important because it gives me a quick visual without having to do much research about your business. So if I see that one of those businesses has 5 stars, the other one has 2.7 and the other one has 3.5, guess which one I'm going to choose or I'm going to pay more attention to. I'm going to go straight to the one that has the more stars, the best rating regarding the reviews and the star rating. Now, reason number 4 why you actually need to have a Google My Business account is in order to get into the Google Local 3-pack. Now, you might not know what this is. Before it used to be 7, and this is a number of businesses that show up when someone does a search for specific keywords, specific services or product in a localized area. So let's say I search for digital marketing in Miami. If I want to rank into that specific area, you need to be inside this VIP club that shows the 3 businesses that rank higher in that specific area. Now, of course, just having a Google My Business account will not get you into that club automatically, will not get you into the Google 3-pack at once, because you have to also complement it with other SEO strategies and other online marketing strategies, which I've talked about in separate videos. But what it does is that it gives you a huge boost on your search ranking. Google takes into consideration every single piece of information that surrounds your business, and the more filled out or the more information that you give your customers in your Google My Business account, the more points Google is going to give you. If you have an account of Google My Business account that is not filled out correctly, that is inaccurate, that doesn't have a map, that doesn't have photos, it's not going to help as much. So make sure that when you do actually set up your Google My Business account, you give them as much information and as accurate as possible in order to get a huge boost and eventually be able to get into that VIP 3-pack local group. That way you will be popping up first thing in that search whenever they are looking for someone with your characteristics in your specific area. Reason number 5. Now, obviously, reason 1 to 4 lead to this specific reason or this unique reason, which is ranking higher on a search on Google. Basically, what I just said is that if you do have established Google My Business account that provides as much information as possible for your potential clients or customers, Google will give you a bunch of points in order to rank higher. Of course, it depends on your niche, it depends on your competition, it depends on your local area. You might get enough of a boost that you'll show up right away in the first search, or that you will become much closer to show up. However, you'll need to complement with other strategies. But the most important thing at the end of the day is that you literally get an entire boost from Google by just having the Google My Business account set up. And then reason number 6, and this is a bonus reason, is bringing more traffic to your website. Obviously, we all want more traffic. Obviously, we do want to show up higher in the rank in order to drive more traffic. But what happens with a Google My Business account is because people have such an easy access to the information, even if they're unsure and if they have not made the decision, the purchase decision at the time that they're looking at your Google My Business account, at least you will be in front of their faces for long enough, or prioritized enough, that they will at least click on your website in order to search and find out more information about you. Now, this is very important because if you think about it, it's kind of like having a second chance at a first impression. I know that sounds a little bit odd, but if you were not able to convince them with the sole information that is already displaying your Google My Business account, and they do get to go to your website, which most likely they will, because if Google is recommending you, the social proof, but they're still a little bit unsure and they want to explore and find out some more information about you, they'll go to your website, and there you'll have a second chance to funnel them into a conversion, right? So this is very important. Even if everything else fails, at least having a good and well set up Google My Business account will help you drive a lot of new traffic towards your website. Those are my 6 reasons why you actually need to set up a Google My Business account effectively. Make sure you subscribe to this video, you share this video, comment in the comment box below, and click the notification bell to never miss a single video. See you next time. Bye.